Now, this is a bit of an update on my Steve Weiss Prouty Dealey Plaza thing. Some people might consider this to be an irrelevant or insignificant update, but who cares what they think? As I read in my one of my recent videos from the Secret Team by Fletcher Prouty, he related a story of a CIA operative who had basically engineered the theft of Air Force property, and one of his scams is being talked about here. Everything was brought to Antarctica, where these men established their own base satellited upon the Navy from McMurdo Sound. Whereas most of the Navy's supplies for Antarctica are either shipborne via the Panama Canal or airborne from Christchurch, New Zealand, this group flew down the coast of South America to Argentina and then took off from there with elaborate assistance from the Argentine Navy. This here is a picture of a three-masted barque which is operated by the Argentine Navy. It's the ARA Libertad, according to this Google AI thing, and also according to Wikipedia. Her maiden voyage was in 1961, and of course it had subsequent voyages too. And as I said in that video, this is from the Steve Weiss obituary, one of his greatest adventures was sailing on a three-masted barque across the Drake Passage from Argentina to Antarctica. So when Prouty says this group flew down the coast of South America to Argentina and then took off from there with elaborate assistance from the Argentine Navy, I think part of that elaborate assistance might have been transport on a three-masted barque, which the Argentine Navy did have in service from 1961 on, and that happens to be what Steve Weiss said his big adventure had been on, to Antarctica, on a three-masted barque. So I think this is a little too good to be mere coincidence, and that Steve Weiss probably was part of this group that had elaborate assistance from the Argentine Navy. So this would explain how Fletcher Prouty came to know Stephen Weiss, and perhaps even how he might have come to have some leverage with Stephen Weiss, or maybe camaraderie, I don't know which. But I mean, if Steve Weiss was part of this operation to steal from the military, I guess it's from the Air Force, then Prouty might have leverage over him, or maybe Prouty was part of this scheme and they are comrades. I don't know, but I think that might explain how they came to be working together in Dallas on the Kennedy assassination. Whether, I suppose it's possible they could have been working together in Dallas on the assassination and not realize that they were assassinating the president. They may have thought that there's something else was going on. They might not have been in the inside loop. But I think this is probably how they got together, and that would explain Prouty's presence in Dealey Plaza this is with Powell here, but Steve Weiss and Ed Coyle are probably in Dealey Plaza at the same time that this film was taken. Anyway, that's my little update. Bye now.